Hello and welcome to Motivational Moments with Donna. I'm your host, Donna Hilfiger. Thank you so much for joining me today. And today I want to talk about our childhood. I always say all roads lead back to childhood. And that's because if we don't heal something that's left unhealed in our childhood, it's wreaking havoc from our emotional response as adults or whatever age we are today. I've worked with clients that said, I've been through years of traditional therapy. I don't understand why I keep repeating these same patterns. And we will sit down and get back to the core of it, and it always leads back to childhood. Unless and until you clean it up, it's going to remain overcharged. You ever met these people that you go, gosh, they're such a nice person, but they're so immature? That's because they're stuck somewhere in their childhood in that emotional immaturity. It's an overcharge on emotion that's left unhealed. And I'm going to give you some little tools and tips today that we can go back and address some of the things that are left unhealed. I was working with an older client the other day, and they had an issue with their parents, and both of their parents were deceased. And he simply sat down and wrote both of them a letter, not from his adult self, from that little boy self that was still hurt and in pain, that little part of him that never had a voice. And once he got it down on paper, it was very therapeutic for him. And what did he do with it? He couldn't mail it. He couldn't do it. I said, no, you want to get this out of you. You want to give that part of you that's still stuck in there, that's still overcharged on that anger and that rage and, that whatever it is in your life, you want to give that part of you a voice. Write it down, write a letter. Just put it all out there. Give that little person that's in there that's still hurt or whatever the feeling was, give them a voice and write that letter. And then I want you to tear it up or burn it, but do it in a safe place. Do you have a grill you can stick it in and burn it? Because it's very therapeutic to get that out of you and to give that part of you a voice. Is it a teacher that you were upset with? Is it a friend that betrayed you in your childhood? Whatever it is. If there are a bunch of things, make a list and start doing that and cross it off. But give that little person in there a voice and acknowledge that those feelings are real and allow that to start healing. Because unless and until any similar circumstance or situation that comes up in your life, it's going to trigger that emotion and you're going to react. It's going to be a knee-jerk reaction and you're going to go, oh my God, I don't even know why I was so upset. I can't believe I allowed them to trigger me like that. It's only because it's that emotion that was left unhealed way back here in your childhood. And I'm telling you, this stuff works. It's simple little things like that works. I've worked with people that have busted through years of traditional therapy in as little as one session because we got back to the core of what was really holding them back in the first place. So take a minute and get a piece of paper out right now and write it down. What is it that I know, or even go through the ages? Do I remember anything happening here or here? And how does that feel? Because a lot of my clients, I'll notice that when they're telling that story from that 10-year-old self or from that 6-year-old self, they're back in that emotion. And it's like, no, this is what's holding you back. You don't want to tell this story anymore. Let this be the last time you tell that story. Write it down, get it out of you, give that person a voice, and allow that to finally allow some healing and go, okay, how did I learn from this? How is this serving me now in my future? And you'll know when you start feeling better and your energy starts lifting up and you go, you know what, gosh, I feel a whole lot better. I'm going to write about this and I'm going to write about that. I've got a really great exercise that it's been a game changer for a lot of people. And we develop all these belief systems about ourselves when we're young based on what other people are feeding us. Because until the time we're 0 to 6 or 7 years old, we don't even know who we are. We are who everybody else tells us that we are. Our parents and our teachers and everybody else are telling us, this is how you behave, this is what you do, this is who you are. And we never really know who we are. And we get into our teen years and our adult years and we're like, who am I? What do I want to do in life? I want you to do this exercise. If you're listening to this live, write down the instructions so you can do it later. Or if you're listening to this on a social media replay, take a pause once I give the instructions, and I want you to really go deep, because the deeper you go, the more therapeutic it is and the more healing it is. I want you to close your eyes, get yourself in a calm state, take some deep breaths, and I want you to imagine that younger self, whatever age that you need to go to, you will know for you. And I want you to give that self a gift of having a glimpse into the future, of the places you're going to go, the people you're going to meet, the things you're going to accomplish, the things that you're going to be so proud of. I want you to really take this deep. It can really be a game changer in your life if you really give it the time and the energy and deepen this experience. It's a great experience. So I hope you get a good takeaway from these exercises today, because they really work well with my clients. And if you do them and continue to do them, I know you're going to feel a lighterness, a liftedness, and it's really going to help expand your energy. And that's when you start attracting the things out there, that the doors start opening that you didn't know existed. I hope you get a good takeaway. Continue to write me in, Donna@DonnaHilfiger.com. Thanks so much, and have an awesome week.